Hi everyone, karibu sana to the Wellness Tips. My name is Zipporah Nyangara, preferred being called Zippy. I work for an organization called Haven of Dreams as the founder, and I'm also a psychologist. So welcome to the Wellness Tip. We'll be having a series of different topics so that you're able to become a better person and give others a better person. So for this series, we are starting on the self-care series. So yes, that's what we're going to discuss today. So I'll give a short story. When growing up, especially for us that grew up in African culture, we were told lazima uishi kwa upendo, uishi kwa amani, uishi na watu. Mtu akikwambia anataka hii, you have to go out of your way to ensure that you've provided or you've been there for that person. But as we grow up, we realize that vitu kwa ground ni different. And so one of the things that we really need to focus on is self-care. So what is self-care? Some people will ask themselves, so what is self-care? Does it mean I have to go to the spa each and every week? Does it mean I have to eat chicken every other day? But self-care, in a nutshell, it means that the things that you deliberately do for your mental health, for your physical wellness, and for your emotional well-being, so that you become a better person, so that out of the abundance that you have, you also give to other people. Actually, if I look at the Bible says that out of the abundance of our heart, the mouth speaks. It's the same way when it comes to self-care, that if you have half a glass, and if you see like the glass is just water imejaa nusu, that there's nothing much that you can give. But once you take care of yourself, you are able to give out of the abundance. So when it comes to self-care, so many people, like I had said earlier before, it means different things for different people. For some, self-care means going to sleep early and just enjoying some 8 hours of sleep. To others, it means going out hiking, nature, enjoying the environment, smelling the flowers. For others, it means hanging out with friends. For others, it means just taking some time off from people and just being by themselves. So one thing that we need to understand that self-care means different for different people, and it's important that you know your routine. But even before we go to the routine, we also need to understand the myths that come out because of self-care. One of the things that I have heard is that self-care is a one-time thing. That if I go and just enjoy an 8-hour sleep, your story ya self-care nimemaliza. But truth is, self-care is a continuous thing. And in the journey of self-realization, you get to understand yourself much better. Every day you get to understand, you go through a self-awareness program. So one, self-care is not a one-time thing. Self-care is not expensive. You know, when you talk about self-care, the notion is it has to be expensive. But imagine just going out and taking a walk. How much would that cost? So that should make you now decide that I don't need a lot of money to take care of myself. Something else that also comes with self-care is that self-care is selfish. Shaipata watu wenye anasema I love myself. And then the next thing that comes, Zipi na unakuanga very selfish. Unajipenda, kwa nini unajipenda to that extent? So, and for that, you'll find so many of us are not taking care of ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, because going back again to our childhood, because our childhood, and maybe someday we'll talk about our childhood really affects how we view ourselves. So if you grew up in a home that you were told that you have to show up for everyone, to the extent that you're even having burnout, to the extent that you're now feeling resentment, that why is it that I am showing up for people every other time? And then now when you now start drawing back, it becomes an issue. So self-care is really not selfish. You really need to take care of yourself so that you can give others. Once your cup has been depleted or your fuel tank reads empty, there's no way that you can give to other people, leave alone yourself. So again, our childhood really experiences affect us, and especially because now we were brought up in homes where we had cousins coming in, we had to share our clothes, we had to share our food. So in the process, we've lost ourselves. We've now believed that if I take care of myself, then I am selfish. But that is far from the truth. You really need to take care of yourself. Lazima ujipende. Hakuna venye hata watu wengine watakupenda if you do not love yourself. So those are some of the myths that come about with self-care, and it's because of that that has made so many individuals feel like they should not take care of themselves. And because of that also, some people just live by the day. Asubuhi wacha tuamke, venye itaflow, and whatever happens. So of course that affects. But then also we need to understand that self-care is very deliberate. You cannot say in a crowd that we are taking care of ourselves. It cannot be like that. It's something that is individual. It's coming from you. You need to understand, what are these patterns that I need to change in my life? What are the areas that I need to work on? Does it mean that I need to sleep early? Does it mean that I need to get out of the crowd? Does it mean that I need to read more books? Ndio kukiwa conversation, where si ule mtu akusema, true that, because you do not know the topic. Because also intellectual, that's an area of taking care of yourself. If you do not read books, if you do not understand what is happening in the world, it really affects who you are, and it means that you are not growing as an individual. So it has to be deliberate. Self-care is also something that you create time for. Hautasema wacha nione venye day itaflow, wacha nione nisipochoka sana, I might read a book, I might meditate, I might pray. It has to be deliberate, and it has to start from somewhere. You also need to understand, why is it that I want to take care of myself? What are the things that I need to do? Are there areas that personally I need to create boundaries? And the best thing is that when it comes to self-care, it also comes with so much benefits. Because one, you are able to appreciate yourself, appreciate who you are, you appreciate your strengths and the areas to work on. Most of the times in counseling, we do not say weaknesses, but areas of improvement or areas that you need to work on. Self-care, another thing that helps us, or the benefit of self-care, is that we are able to give. And also, when it comes to interpersonal relationships and social skills, we grow because, one, we've been able to take care of ourselves, so we understand ourselves better. So it means that when I interact with other people, I do it at my best. I can become the best person. So it means that you are able to take care of yourself, you are able to give, you're able to interact with other people. Self-care also helps us to benefit in terms of health. One, because with self-care, we eat healthy. It means that I'm not going to eat junks every other day. In as much I love junks, chips, kuku, muitu, every other thing, in as much I love ice cream, in as much as I love wheat, I know through self-care I'm able to do the right diet, have the right diet, I'm able to take care of myself. So it means that health-wise, I'm taking in the right kind of food. I am taking maybe supplements. I'm also able to sleep well, so I do not have fatigue. I'm also able, with self-care, it also helps you to get different perspectives of different lives. So it's important that you are able to take care of yourself, because they say, and it's the truth of the matter. Imagine no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to make you become a better person. It's you who will save yourself. It is you who needs to decide that, by the way, I need to up my game. I need to take care of myself. And the good thing is, once you take care of yourself, you are able to change so many things. You are free from so many baggages that sometimes we carry along our lives things that happened to you in you know the way couples huwa wanasema ile siku he hurt me, alikuwa amevaa shati ya hii color, aliingia kwa nyumba 701. Once you start self-care, you are able to release all the tensions, all the baggages that you have. Because I realized that along my profession and even from personal experiences that the day that I started taking care of myself, the day I called myself for a meeting, that's actually the day that things started changing. I was able to let go of so many baggages and so many burdens that I had gone to. And so, yeah, that's the series that we'll be having. In the next episode, we'll talk about the wheels of self-care. What are the areas that you need to take care of? It's just not enough talking about and saying about take care of yourself, but what exactly should you talk about? What are the things that you need to take care of in your life? And you'll be surprised that once we start doing that, you'll be surprised that actually not all of them will require money. Even smiling does not take a lot of your money, actually 0 shillings. So that's part of self-care. Loving yourself, just who you are, is part of you taking care of yourself. So thank you so much for listening. It has been real. I'm looking forward to the next episode. You can always reach out to me and to our organization, Haven of Dreams. We are based in Free Area at the Chiefs Camp, the CDF building. And also my number is 0724774469. But then most importantly, you can always reach out to Mizpah TV for any questions and further clarifications. Always feel free to reach out to Mizpah TV. Call, text on 0799200100. Thank you so much. And so, as I said earlier, I work for an organization called Haven of Dreams. We are based in Free Area, the Chiefs Camp CDF building, ground floor. So what we do as an organization, our focus mainly is to create a safe space for the community where they can come and learn, as well as share their experiences in the process. So what we do is we work around 4 thematic areas, one being mental health and psychosocial support, where we have programs that we give psychosocial support to the community members. And one of the programs that we have is Okwa Kairetu, that offers psychosocial support to teenage mothers together with their families. We also have the second thematic area, sexual and reproductive health rights. The third thematic area being gender equality and human rights. And finally, the youth empowerment thematic area. So thank you so much, and always feel free to reach out. My number is 0724774469, and all our social media pages and handle is Haven of Dreams.